A pair of elite softball teams off to a great start. Find out the keys to their success and the high hopes of these undefeated squads. Also, a storied program believes they will continue their dominance as the track and field season is right around the corner. All that and more right now on the Scoreboard. Hey everyone, welcome into the Scoreboard. I'm your host, Blake O'Rulian. Very excited to be here and very excited to be talking about some of these spring sports. We're kind of getting into the full swing of things, and we are very, very excited about all the teams that we get to cover here on the Scoreboard. And with that being said, let's find out what's going on this week in sports. So Park City boys lacrosse is going to be playing against Lone Peak tonight at 5 p.m. And then later on in the week, they're going to be at Corner Canyon. And Brigham and I are actually going to be going to that game because it is a very big game with a lot of heat on it. They lost to Corner Canyon last year in the state championship. So this is kind of a rivalry, as we talked about with Keller Hopkins just a couple of weeks ago. They want that win back, and they want to make a statement that they are the best team in the state. So with that being said, let's move over to the girls lacrosse team, who's going to be at Sky Ridge tomorrow at 5:30, and then they will be at Corner Canyon on Thursday at 7:30. These are the defending state champions. They are a very, very dominant team, and we're looking to get an interview or some sort of conversation with them here in the coming weeks on the Scoreboard. As for Park City baseball, they are going to be at Orem on Wednesday at 4 p.m. and then they will be at Grantsville on Thursday at 3:30 p.m. As for Park City softball, they are going to be at Murray at 3:30 tonight, and then they are going to be at Olympus at 3:30 on Thursday. A lot of away games for a lot of these sports teams to kick off the season, but not for the boys soccer team. The boys soccer team, they're already kind of into the swing of things, but they're going to be hosting Olympus here in Park City at 3:30 on Friday, and they're going to be pushing for that 3-0 record. We're going to move over now to Wasatch. The softball team is going to be at Tooele tomorrow at 3:30. There are no games for baseball, nor lacrosse or soccer. They are on their spring break, and so I don't believe that they have any games going on this week, but they will get back into the swing of things next week, and we will make sure to keep everyone updated on that. Now let's move over to Kamas, where we go over to South Summit, where the softball team, who's doing great, and we're actually going to be talking to some more of their softball players, are having a great start to the season. Softball is going to be at Dixie tomorrow and at Beaver later this week. As for baseball, they're going to be at North Sevier on Friday, and for soccer, they will be at Waterford tomorrow. And then we're going to move up to Colville in North Summit. Softball has their season opener at North Sevier on Thursday. Baseball is going to be at Ogden tomorrow, and then the soccer season opener versus Draper APA is going to be tomorrow at 4 p.m. So a whole lot of teams, a whole lot to talk about, and a whole lot of new faces to learn and get to know here on the Scoreboard. We are very excited about that. And so with that being said, when we come back, a dynasty does not do them justice. A 25 state championship team and 25 various events over the last 25 years. We are talking North Summit's track and field head coach David Peck when we come back on the Scoreboard.
The Scoreboard is proudly sponsored by Andrea Cox Mortgage. Welcome to First Rate Mortgage.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe Andrea in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. Call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
25 25 state championships for the North Summit Braves over the last 25 years. David Peck and the North Summit track and field team is absolutely dominant. We got the chance to talk to him just a couple days ago about this team, what he's looking forward to, and specifically what this rising generation is going to look like up in Colville and what they have to look forward to. So with that, here's me sitting down with David Peck. Hey everyone, we are talking right now to head coach of North Summit Track and Field, head coach David Peck. David, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Oh, it's been a pleasure to have you here with me.
Yeah, no problem. We are really excited to talk to you. We wanted to talk as the track and field season is coming up. It's a little snowy outside, so we're nice and warm here inside of one of the offices here at North Summit High School. But we wanted to talk to you a little bit about this season, things that you're looking forward to. I guess the first question would be, what specifically are you most looking forward to this 2022 track and field season?
Well, the thing that I'm most looking forward to is just being able to work with these group of kids. Right now, this is the most we've ever had. Probably close to 90 of the students, athletes have come out to be a part of track. And so it certainly is going to be a challenge working with that many. But of course, being able to just associate with that many and just being able to see what their abilities are. We're quite excited about this freshman class and see what they're capable of doing. And I think that's probably one of the things that I really enjoy about coaching is just being able to see what these kids can do.
Do you think there's so many track and field athletes right now because of the success of this program? They want to be a part of a winning program here.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I was talking to a couple of senior boys, and they've never won a state championship in the sports that they participated in here at North Summit. And so they're kind of anxious. Yeah, we want to see if we can get one before we graduate.
Absolutely. And they can do that under you. I mean, we were just talking right before the cameras came on, 13-time state champion, and as maybe an assistant coach or maybe along with the program over the 25 years, possibly 45 state, yes. 45 state champions. 25. Okay, I thought you said 45. I'm sorry.
25 state championships.
Oh my gosh. So in terms of this year, do you feel like you have a really good chance at maybe adding to that resume of yours?
Yes, I think the girls program, they won it last year, and I'm really looking forward to them probably repeating this year. And we have a good group of boys also, and they came in 5th last year, but I really think that they can be able to step up their game just a little bit and do better.
You mentioned the freshman class. What is it about the freshman class this year that you're specifically excited for? Because we were talking a couple weeks ago to Park City, and they were also talking about their exciting freshman class. So what is it about this freshman class that you're specifically excited for?
Well, first of all, their football team. The freshman football team here at North Summit did a wonderful job. And also their basketball team did really well this year. And just be able to see some of these boys participate in football and basketball and just knowing what they're capable of doing, we're just really excited about this class.
Yeah, are there any notable athletes that the scoreboard might know, maybe some seniors, maybe some juniors on varsity sports that we might not know are very good track and field athletes?
Let's see. Well, just off the top of my head, there is, of course, Marcy Richens in the sprints, and then our girls cross country team won this fall, and so of course Julia Rust and Danny Zwalin and Charlie Sargent are 3 of the girls we're kind of looking forward to, and this Josh Rust, who is a junior, he's going to be really good as a distance runner, and this Joseph Nolan, who came in 3rd last year in the shot put at state, and so we're really looking forward to him as a senior, doing quite well this year.
Wow, so you've got it seems like a wide amount of different athletes in different categories. You've got your sprinters, you've got your long distance runners. What specifically, I want to ask you as we get to know you, what specifically do you specialize in? What did you do as a track and field athlete?
What I did is I ran the 300 indoors, 300 yards indoors.
Really cool.
And so I was back east, and so they had an indoor track, and it was 150 yards long, and so we took 2 laps around the track. And so I was a sprinter and a little bit of a high jumper also. Okay,
so is that specifically what you coach as a head coach? Are you more of a sprinting head coach, or do you cover everything now, considering all the time that you've spent here at North Summit?
What I do is, since I helped the cross-country team, I work with the distance runners and then the high jumpers, since I did that in high school, and also oversee the hurdlers and the javelin throwers.
Wow. So there's a whole lot to do, and it seems like you're very much so qualified for that job. This season, you are returning state champions. What is this team looking forward to? What is kind of the mindset going into this season? Is it we're going to get that state championship once again, or is the competition a little bit tougher this year? Did you lose a lot of seniors? What is the forecast going into this season?
We lost a few seniors, but as far as returning, we have again Marcy Richens in the sprints. We have this Jade Wolstenhume in the hurdles. We have a couple of good long jumpers, and of course our distance program with the girls, with those 3 girls getting in the top 4 at cross country, are really going to help us out. And then of course Joseph Nolan in the throws, this Riker Johnson in the sprints, and Sydney Richens in the hurdles will certainly be able to help the boys.
A plethora of talent here at North Summit High School. Coach David Peck, we really appreciate the time, and good luck to North Summit. We will be at a lot of those events and making sure that we cover and making sure that we take care of you guys. So
thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Coach, thank you so much. And seriously, I can't even wrap my head around how many state championships this team has, how dominant they have been in the 2A region for so many years. So thank you so much, and congratulations to them. When we come back, a dominant 6-0 squad who is just getting started. The Wasatch Wasps softball team holds some of the top talent there is to offer in all of Utah. Coach Morgan Smith will tell us a little bit about the season and their big-time aspirations.
Experience the ultimate vacation at this luxurious mountain getaway with ski-in, ski-out access to Park City Mountain Resort. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute. The Colony is a private community sitting on 4,600 acres of pristine alpine terrain, lush forests, sparkling streams, and Utah's world-famous powder. The property features exquisite accommodations and amenities for a corporate event or a secluded mountain retreat. The plaza level is all about entertainment. Sit back and enjoy the flat-screen TV or challenge friends and family to a tabletop game. Views from the deck are spectacular and unobstructed, as they are from nearly every room in the home. My favorite part of this house? Soaking up the mountain sun next to the pool. We'll see you next time on the Opulent Minute. Contact us today, opulentvacations.com.
Hey everyone, welcome back into the Scoreboard. I'm your host, Blake O'Rulian. Now, with everything being said about all these dominant teams that we have, one of the most dominant, and currently maybe the most dominant, might be the Wasatch Wasps girls softball team. Kind of a alliteration there. Morgan Smith is the head coach of this team. This is her 3rd season. Currently, they're 6-0. They hold the best home run hitter in the entire state of Utah with 6 home runs in Paige Armendariz. Actually, that's 5 home runs. I apologize. They're 6-0, 5 home runs. But there's a lot to look forward to with this team, and Brigham Harris was able to talk to Coach Smith a little bit about this team and what they're excited to do. So with that being said, here is Brigham and Coach Morgan Smith.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Brigham Harris here for the Scoreboard, and right now we are hanging out with Morgan Smith, the head coach of the Wasatch High School softball team. Morgan, thank you for taking a couple minutes with us.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it. We know you've got a busy week, like you mentioned right when you stepped off. We actually interrupted you doing some drills with your team. You start the season next week. Tell me just a little bit about your first game, maybe the first week of the season.
Yeah, next week we go out to Uinta for our first game, and then right after that we head down to St. George. That's usually always our first kickoff to the season, those first games. So yeah, we're excited. We're trying to work out, all the positions, talking lineups, all those types of things.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your background in softball, high school, college, where your experience comes from.
So I played at Bear River High School, and then from there I went to Utah Valley University and played 4 years there. Wow. Played all different positions, which is a blessing because I feel like I'm able to help coach all the different positions. So yeah, and then just kind of coached comp league and did personal hitting lessons, stuff like that, and then now I'm here. So
And your first year was, if we're not mistaken, your first season was the COVID year, so 2 years ago technically. So 2020 was my first year. We had a really great season. The season that we had, 6 games, we were 6-0, had a really good team, and
then COVID came and wrecked it.
Yeah. Well, we talked a little bit off camera about how you kind of inherited this program a couple of years ago. A little bit of research indicated to me that in 2017, this program was 12-12, didn't make it to the playoffs. And then since then, there have been consecutive 20-plus win seasons, one of which you're responsible for, also that 6-0 season in the COVID year you mentioned. What do you attribute that success to? Because like I said, a lot of these players you inherited, but obviously you come from a very strong softball background. What do you inherit the success to?
Yeah, I mean, our senior class, we have 5 seniors this year, and they all started as freshmen. So we just have had, I mean, they've just been like a huge part of this program for the last, 3 going on 4 years. Just great group of girls that have played a lot of softball, and I was blessed to be able to walk into a good program.
Yeah, well, I certainly don't want to give the impression that you just walked in and haven't done anything. You have given the Wasps the best finish to a season in over 2 decades, a semifinal appearance in the state tournament last year. What are some expectations that are set because of your recent success?
I have high expectations for the girls. I think a lot of times they may not have the confidence in themselves, but I try and pump them full of confidence because I truly believe that we should end up in the state championship, game again this year, or I guess not again, but close. We were so close last year. So yeah, we have a great group of girls. We lost a few key players last year, but I think that with some work and some experience, we can get right back to where we need to be.
Yeah. Returners or not, I guess we could say seniors or underclassmen, what players are you most excited to watch play? Who are you expecting to excel this year?
So obviously our seniors, I already talked about them. 2 of our pitchers, that's huge. Pitching's huge in high school softball. So besides them, we have a lot of underclassmen, a lot of freshmen, junior, just a lot of girls that I'm excited because I'm going to get them, I get them when they're first here and get to kind of watch them, help them grow through the program. So it's always fun to see girls come in and, you get to finally get your hands on them. So
last question. Was there a game last season that either really left a bad taste in your mouth or maybe a team that you just can't wait to face off against?
Spanish Fork they're always good, right? Yeah. They have a great program. They're always one of the top teams. So I think that's one that's definitely always a goal to beat, but I know we can do it. As long as our girls believe that we can and we have the right tools and things to be able to beat anyone that we want to beat, right? Anybody's game, any day. So,
all right. Well, thank you again so much for your time. Again, Morgan Smith, head coach here of the Wasatch Wasp softball team. We look forward to covering you the rest of the year, and we hope to see not a semifinal, but maybe even a state championship here in Heber. So thank you again.
Yes. Yep. Thank you.
6-0, looking to make it 7 and 8-0 this week as well. And when we come back, another softball team with similar aspirations. We're talking to the also undefeated South Summit Wildcats when we come back on the Scoreboard. The #1 offense in the entire 3A class, that is home to the South Summit Wildcats. This team has been very dominant at the beginning of this season, going 2-0 so far. And on top of that, they're averaging 12 runs per game. We talked to Indy Jones last week a little bit about her dominant run, but there's also a lot of other talented seniors on this team. I got the chance to talk to a couple of them, so here is me alongside a couple of the seniors over at South Summit Softball. Hey everyone, Blake O'Rulian here at South Summit High School with a couple of seniors from the softball team. So I just wanted to have them introduce themselves really quick. So give you the floor really quick.
I'm Avery Snyder and I play shortstop and I'm a senior.
And I'm Malia Bowen, I play center field and I'm a senior too.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down and talking to us really quickly today. We wanted to ask you a couple different questions about this season. The South Summit softball team is a very storied program. It's been recently a very good program. What are some of the things that you two are looking forward to as the season goes on? I'll go here and then I'll come right back over here.
I'm just really excited because this is like our last year and we've played together since we were little, so it's really cool to like see what we've become together.
I agree with Avery. We've played together for as long as we can remember, and our goal has always been able to win a state championship, so we're kind of looking for that this year.
Yeah, I actually do want to ask about that. Did you grow up on a club team together? Did the three of you play or you as well as Indy as well? Where have you all played together over the years?
So we actually, in elementary school, we used to check out at elementary school to drive like 2 hours to go play games. And ever since then, we've been playing in like Orem, and we've won like some Kanab championships and just little tournaments all over the state.
So with that being said, do you think that this team has kind of grown a chemistry together that now is going to be really, really solid for this season?
Yeah, I do think so. The starting like 8 girls that we have played with us ever since we were in the 10U league, and so we all just know each other really well. We know how each other play, and so our team chemistry is definitely really good.
Yeah, 7 returning starters for this team this season, an older team, and so it seems like this year might be kind of your big shot. This might be the opportunity for this team to really, maybe catch that state championship. With that being said, where do you feel like this team lines up in terms of the 3A region?
I think we're definitely one of the top teams, and I think we have a good chance at it. Last year we had a chance at it, but we hadn't had like the state tournament experience, and I think we have that this year, so we definitely have a shot.
Yeah, what is something about the state tournament that might be different from, say, regular season play? I know that's a long ways away, but what is something different? Does it feel bigger?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more intense. You know that there's a lot more on the line, and we had almost the same team our sophomore year as we did last year, but that obviously got canceled because of COVID, so we haven't had like the state tournament kind of experience before, and so we all got a little rattled, and it's definitely a lot different than a regular season game.
What's it been like being coached under Cody Bowen? He's been here now for 16 years. He's a very, very accomplished head coach. What's it been like being coached under him?
So Cody Bowen's actually my dad, and so he's been our coach ever since we started playing when we were like 8, and so he's also a part of our team chemistry. We know like what he expects of us. We know when we're not living up to his expectations, and he's definitely very competitive, so we know that if we're not doing as good as we should, he's going to yell at us, and we take that with a grain of salt, and we just keep going.
He is just pushes us to our potential all the time, and he knows what he wants us to be, and he pushes us there every day.
I have to ask you now, what is your dad's background in softball, in baseball, in knowing this sport?
So he actually was the head baseball coach at South Summit before he started coaching softball. And so he's just really all-around athletic person. He's literally good at every single sport, and he really loves it. He's just very passionate about it, and he's very competitive. So it's been really fun to have him coach us.
That is so fun. Have you had other siblings be coached under him, other siblings of yours?
Yeah, so I actually have a sister. She's a freshman this year on the team, and she did get in our first game against Duchesne this Tuesday. So it's been fun. I got to play basketball with her as well, so it's been fun to play with her.
Yeah, how did that first game against Duchesne go? Do you feel like you have a good forecast of what the season's going to look like in terms of how well you did?
I think we were a little rusty, especially at the beginning of the game, but we beat the rust off, and we started looking a lot better towards the end of the game and came back.
Yeah, I agree. We started off a little rusty. It wasn't really going, but we took a minute to calm ourselves down, and then we got into our groove, and then we ended up playing like we should have. So.
Well, sounds good. I mean, you guys seem to be doing great so far. I'm very excited to be covering South Summit softball for the rest of the season. Thank you both so much for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you both so much, and good luck for the rest of the season. We can't wait to continue to cover all of these teams, including the ones that we mentioned earlier on in the show. When we come back, we're going to kind of be winding down things and also telling you a little bit about what to look forward to for next week, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Scoreboard.
Hi guys, I'm Janet, the Dairy King. We're famous here for our ice cream. We have 84 different kinds of shapes. We also have some amazing food. So come and try our chicken strips, our fish and chips dinners, our burgers, our fries, our sweet potato fries. Oh my gosh, we've got so much. Once you go over to the Heber Valley Railroad and ride their train, then of course you have to come here and see all of our trains. Our family serving your family since 1946. We hope to see you soon here at the Dairy King.
Hey Hey everyone, welcome back into the Scoreboard. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. On Friday, we are going to be having a whole lot of different conversations with a whole lot of different sports. We didn't really cover a whole lot of lacrosse today, but that's because on Friday we're going to be talking to a lot of different lacrosse talent, and there is so much here. Specifically in Park City, we're going to be talking to a lot of Park City talent from the boys' side, from the girls' side, defending state champions, defending state runner-ups. We're going to be going to a couple of games, and we are very excited to get to know these teams a little bit more. Don't forget to check us out on PCTV every Tuesday and Friday at 6 and 10 p.m. You can also check out our website, thescoreboardnation.com, where we post older episodes, older interviews, things like that. If you missed an episode or if you missed someone who you might want to watch, then you can go to that website, check that out. You can also check out our Instagram to see what we're up to every single day, who we're interviewing, who we're talking to, and also what to look forward to in terms of episode trailers. You can check us out on Instagram at Scoreboard Nation. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you on Friday.